Hello. All right, I'm back. Got my boba tea. Had to run to the grocery store too because we are out of like so many things. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the books that I'm reading this week. I'm reading or listening to Off the Beaten Path. It's by Madison Wright. And is that not just the cutest cover? I've listened to about almost an hour and it's really cute so far. It's very descriptive and so it makes it super cozy. And I'm going to be physically reading one of my favorite authors. It is her debut into fantasy. Her name's Callie Hart and the name of the book is called Quicksilver. I started this last night because it actually came out yesterday, June 4th. Oh, which I didn't even say this. Off the Beaten Path came out in May. So this is a new release. And then Quicksilver came out yesterday. It's already so good. It's crazy to think that she's never written a fantasy before because she's created this really intricate world and I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm just like maybe 2 chapters in. They're kind of long chapters. I don't know if this is gonna be like a full week. I don't know. It's just a new releases vlog, so we'll just have fun with it. Hello. Okay, so I'm going to make lunch really fast, but before that I wanted to give you guys an update. I don't know what that sound was. Sometimes weird noises happen in my apartment. I'm gonna call it Kingfisher. It's not, it's called Quicksilver, but the main guy in the book, his name is Kingfisher. There's humans and fae so far. I don't know if there's anything else in the book, but so far it's just fae. So I'm assuming that there's gonna be other magical creatures, but that's all so far. I haven't really gotten too deep into my audiobook just because I really haven't had time to read it. So yeah, we'll maybe try when I'm doing dishes or something later because I'm staring at a pile of dishes right now. After I eat lunch though, I have a podcast to edit. I have a podcast with a friend of mine. We don't talk about books, but I have to do that. And then I really want to sit down and read some more because my brain is just like sitting on this story. It's kind of, I kind of stopped at a spot where I'm okay, but like I'm ready to like find out more. Okay, time to eat some lunch. Maybe I'll listen to some of my audiobook now. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
He shakes his head. She's good. I glare at him over the rim of my glass. I'm not going. You made that abundant. He relented, but I'm not holding my breath that will last long. Finley ditched us the moment we left Mom's.
It's not the washing that I dislike, it's the folding and the putting away. But at least it gives me time to listen to my audiobooks, right? It's really good. We're almost, there's been some hints at some things and I think we're almost to the part where some revelations are gonna be made and I am just gonna sit, eat my popcorn and read my book. Hi. I've got stuff I need to do today, but I really needed to read this book some more. I stayed up probably till like 11 last night reading. I had to like tear myself away from it. It is so good. I am thoroughly enjoying the story. I just feel like the world it's like familiar and yet there are new aspects to it. Also, it's really interesting. There were some like kind of vampire folklore stuff. I don't know if I want to call it folklore, but there's like elements of vampire in it as well. So I don't know if that's going to come into it more later. I'm only 35% of the way through. I think it's like almost a 600-page book. So, and I'm not like a super fast reader. I mean, I'm decent, but I'm not like some of these booktubers who just like blow through books like super fast. Also, I find myself like if I don't quite grasp a sentence, like I will reread it because obviously you're learning about things that aren't real. So my brain it almost takes it a second to be like, oh, okay, that's what that is. Oh, okay, we're good. And then move on. Or like to connect it somehow to something in the story that you've already read. So anyway, I don't know, are any of you guys the same way? Because I feel like so many people will talk about, like, at least on the internet, they'll talk about, you know, reading entire series and they'll do it so fast. I don't know, I read probably like 2 books a week if I'm like really reading. And one of those is audio. So do with that what you will. I'm not a sprinter. I'm a slow jogger, walker, if you will. I walk. I probably won't like check in with you guys until I've reached the 50 waypoint. I'm at 35%. So I want to get like a better grasp on the full story. I cannot believe I'm only 35% of the way through. I feel like so much has happened already. So it's great. Too enthusiastic, thumbs up. I wanted to update you guys on Quicksilver. It is so good. Oh my gosh. Really enjoying it. The world building is awesome. This little dude right here, he knows something we don't know. You could tell something's happened with him. Like something. We don't know yet. We don't know what it is, but something's shifted, something's changed, and it's for the good. So, and then the other book, my audiobook that I'm listening to, that one is really cute. I actually was a little like skeptical at first, but I'm also thinking about those characters, and it's actually a really, really simple story, but I think that that's where it gets me, is because it's really real and it's enjoyable. It's an easy listen, and the characters are fun. So I don't know. I'm really liking both my books. They're totally different. And so I think that's what's good too. I'm not like mixing my stories together. Sorry if you can see Minecraft in my glasses right now because my husband is working on his world. Right, babe? Right? You never really see my husband. We're gonna see him right now. There he is. Hello. Okay, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, hi. Ooh, hey, look, I have 2 water bottles. I really like to be hydrated, so. Did just buy this one at Muji. It's a really cool store with like Japanese stuff, and I bought it for our trip, which by the way, that vlog will be coming soon. I'm gonna be, I think I'm gonna be recording that one next week because I need to figure out what I'm gonna be reading on my flight to Europe. We fly into London, so that'll be next week. Okay, I have thoughts. I finished both books yesterday. I finished both of them. And as you saw, I gave Quicksilver 5 stars because, you guys, it's so good. It's so good. Now, I need to put a little caveat here. Maybe like the caveat is I don't read a ton of fantasy. Okay, so take it with a grain of salt, but this is probably one of the few high fantasy. I would say this is high fantasy. There was like a lot of world building and magic and like different things involved in it. And so, sorry if you can hear my washing machine. It's so loud. It's always so loud. But yeah, I gave it 5 stars. The characters, loved the characters. Even like the side characters were great. I enjoyed the ending. It leaves you with like, oh great, yes, I want to read the next one, but not in a cliffhanger. It doesn't leave you going, oh, what? Oh no, what happens? You know, it doesn't do that at all. So it definitely leaves you feeling like everything was kind of like taken care of. And I love that. And it answered all my questions. So the one thing I have to say though, that I wish was done differently, and I'm sorry, Callie, but the one thing I really, really, really wish it had been from dual POV. I love Kingfisher. He's the male protagonist in the book, and he just, I don't know, I just love him. And I really wanted to get in his head. Now, at the end of the book, she does say, get into Kingfisher's head. And I think she gives some extra, like, I don't know, chapters or something. I'm not really sure. So I have to sign up for that so I can read that because I need it. As you can tell, I enjoyed the book. I highly recommend it if you want something that has some spice, but the spice, I feel like it was so perfect. Like it was in there for a purpose. It wasn't just there for smut's sake. I was pleased. I was pleased. And because I'm pretty picky about that stuff. Like I will definitely read like smutty books, but there needs to be a purpose sometimes. Not all the time, but for me, there needs to be. So anyway, that's my little rant for that. So next was Off the Beaten Path. That was my audiobook that I listened to this week. The story, I really do think reflects the beauty of the cover. It really was very descriptive. I felt like I was in the town. It was very like, I don't want to say hallmarky, but because it wasn't cheesy in any way, but it was definitely simple. There was no spice whatsoever. And so it was super clean. So people that want clean romances would probably really enjoy this book and really enjoy the characters. They were very like, the main character, she grew on me. At first she was a little annoying to me. Cause like I said, I'm not a prankster. Like, and she really liked to joke around with this guy and it's just not really my thing. But anyway, she really grew on me. And I feel like the writer, she did a very good job of just bringing you to that place and making you feel like cozy. And like, it was just, I don't know, it was good. It was good. It was a good book. It was good, just nice, simple read, maybe a good palate cleanser for anyone that is reading like fantasy because it's just a simple little story. Well, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. These are 2 great new releases. You should definitely go read, put them on your TBR, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week.